And I think we're ready to go. Howdy, how you going? Well, a lot's been happening lately, and I wanted to do a live stream, catch up on letters, and I also wanted to talk about sort of what I have planned for the future on the channel, and sort of mental health and what's so going on with me, and yeah, what I'll mostly be doing with the channel. So, I'm probably going to take a week off for the first time in a long time. I've officially kind of take the week off because even when I went to Canada, I was doing voice cartoon characters and started LiveStrider, and I'm probably going to disconnect from social media a little bit as well because yeah, I've kind of hit burnout again. I often hit burnout, but I never quite get this bad, and I love what I do, but I'm gonna stop for a little while, just to try and get that passion back and make sure I'm still enjoying my job because I love entertainment. I love working in entertainment. It's just an amazing field. But yeah, I'm gonna take a short break and yeah, try and just keep who I am in check. You know, YouTube's made it funny. YouTube algorithm changes have happened over steadily over the last 2 years. And some of the channels have gone up with this change, and some have just sunk like bricks. I've seen a few YouTubers burn out from it, understandably. And YouTube is a different place now. It's a different place than when I started here. When I first started doing topless here, I was filling more of a niche, and I still believe my character belongs on here. But I don't know if I really fill that niche anymore because there is so many topless channels out there. I mean, the thing is that if you want a smart review on cartoons, I think you go to Alpha J, you go to Gem Reviews, you go to Cell Specs, and if you want, there's a lot of people kind of filling the gap for me now. That I originally kind of filled with, like Saber Spark now, I think quite well fills the. I don't know, I haven't watched much of his work, but he seems to fill for a lot of people that niche of top lists and that sort of thing. And as well as George, obviously, he does an amazing thing. Like he gets very, he really fills his gap in that he intrigues people with his top lists, and he's kind of filled the niche I was going for as well. So I think, and Taxi Boy, yeah, Rebel Taxi as well fills that niche. Though I've never watched much of his material either. Um, I'm not giving up or anything, Adam. I'm just, I think I need to take a break and stuff, and I'm fine, you know, unless like it's not like my channel's going down or anything like that. But it's part of why I did this last video is I wanted to finish on something strong. I wanted to say, okay, this is how I started, this is what I am, and just finish on this. And I will be back, you know, but I'm just not really sure when yet. Uh, yeah, I don't know. YouTube has changed so much, and you've just got to. I've never quite learnt to disconnect from the anxiety of views and likes, and always kind of calculating what is. Um, Always sort of worrying about that. And I don't know. I love my job, but it's something I've just got to disconnect from for a bit, I think. And so that's why I'll probably take a week off for those tuning in. Howdy, everyone, for everyone coming in. Thanks very much for dropping by. So what I want to do today, apart from tell you sort of what I was doing and what my plans are for the next week or so, is, yeah, I'll do a bit of either IO, and I've also got a bunch of mail that I really appreciate. Sorry it's taken me so long to to answer. I really appreciate you sending your mail in. Let me just quickly write down PO Box 268, Aspley, Queensland, Australia. Yeah, I just wrote down the mailbox in case anyone wants to send letters. So to start with though, let's I'll thank you for saying that. Appreciate it, Kat. And thank you, Avocado. Like, thank you for everyone tuning in and saying Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too. Yeah, I thought this would be a day off for everyone, and in case you were bored or something this evening, you can maybe tune in. I didn't have much planned for Easter, so I thought I'd might as well do something fun with you guys. You know. Um, yeah, love you too. Teen Titans Go is getting a movie? Yes, I'm very well aware. My recommendation is if you don't really want to, don't like it, probably don't go see it, and yeah, don't give them the money from it. Yeah, and happy Easter to you too. So let's start with either IO, and then I'll answer some letters. So the first question today is: would you rather forget who you are or forget who everyone you know is? I think I'd rather forget who I am any day, and that's what the majority seem to think as well. Yeah, I think, to forget who you are, that's not so bad because the people who love you are kind of still there and you can regain your memories and stuff. It's very, in reality, it's very tough to have a permanent amnesia because pretty much all of your brain is like individually connected, and all your memories are these individual neurons that are all connected and wired different places. So even if you took a chunk out of the brain, you would probably still be able to get most of your memories back. So yeah, real permanent full-on amnesia is almost impossible. So, that's a good thing. The brain's cool like that. Humans are cool like that. Who would you rather be, Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman? I don't know who either of these are. Next one then. Oh, would you rather play GoldenEye or Halo? I'm going to go with Halo. I never really got into GoldenEye on the 64. And one more. Would you rather tea or coffee? I don't drink either, but probably tea. Anyway, I'll quickly answer some questions before we, yes, Junior. Yes, I have watched Video Game Nerd. I'm a big fan. I thought I might ask him if I ever do end up doing something on Worst Games again, if he wants to just tune in and say hi and do a bit of a cameo. But I don't know. I haven't ever contacted him before, so let's see. And howdy to you too, Time Lord. Yes, Crazy Hoovian, I have heard of that. I'm just doing the best I can I don't know the full story. I'm not going to take sides. I don't like to engage in YouTube melodrama, as you've probably noticed. I mean, I felt hesitant even telling you guys I've hit burnout because it's like, it's not your problem, you shouldn't be, forced to deal with my melodrama, I've got such a freaking amazing job as is. What the hell do I have the right to complain for? So, yeah, I really hate YouTube melodrama, but I did want to tell you guys what was going on. Because, I thought about it and I thought when I told the world I was Aspergus, that had a positive effect, that inspired some people. So I thought maybe it would be beneficial to tell you guys I was getting burnout too. I normally keep this stuff to myself, but yeah, and so that's why I'll be taking a short break. And yeah, I might actually see Robin though while I'm on my break, and based on if she can get down as well. But and we might do a let's play or something on her channel or something. You know. Anyway, yeah, I'll take a short hiatus, Danny, to answer your question. Oh, Connor. Hey, Connor. Sorry, it took me a sec. How could you describe LeVar Burton? Oh, Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Ah, man, I never got into this one. I'm sorry, Connor. I was just not the quite right generation for it. But I remember I looked into it a bit. I'm sorry, I was just looking over the theme song. I looked into it a bit for best kids shows, and as I remember, it was really quite good. It treated the kids not too much like, they were intellectually disabled or something. It actually talked to them like proper human beings. So, yeah, and I liked the host. So, personally, I really would have enjoyed it. It was certainly a runner-up for the best kids shows, from what I learnt about it. Let's see, any Brazilian cartoons you like? I'm not too sure, Aero. Off the top of my head, I couldn't say. When I think Brazilian, unfortunately, all I think of is Video Brinquado, because they kind of just dominated the market with their garbage. Oh, hey, Ellie. It's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah. Well, of course, Teen Titans Season 6, yeah. For those of you who don't know, thanks for reminding me, Dipper. I don't know for certain yet, but from what I'm hearing, a new Teen Titans season is being thought of, and I guess a Cartoon Network can afford it now after all of the Teen Titan Goes publicity. Well, thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. I guess I'm not complaining, but I'm just telling you guys about it. Spotlight. Hello, Strider. Remember me? Say, ever play Cuphead? I'm a jerk because I keep saying I'm going to do a Let's Play, and pretty much the first thing rising me on a Let's Play is Cuphead. Thanks for your question, Spotlight. But it's just kept being put off and stuff, and I've always get involved in other projects, and at this point I'm so burned out. But I kind of want to do some side projects while I'm taking some time off, so I'm thinking maybe now's the time to do it, but I've kind of got a bucket list forming up. I can't turn my brain off. This is the hard part. And I guess, anyone with anxiety, or Asperger's for that matter, will tell you that they can't turn their brain off. And anyway. Ed, and Eddie indeed, anime boy. And I will, rather than doing nothing and just sitting like a twit, I will jump onto either.io and wait a minute, I'll do one more of these, then I'll answer the letters. Thank you for anyone waiting who for their letter to be opened. I will answer it right after this. Would you rather have the beginning of the Circle of Life play when you fart? Would you rather have the beginning of Circle of Life play when you farted, or have the chorus of Thriller play when you burp? Both of those sound amazing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a Circle of Life. Interesting fact: most people on the autism spectrum have some sort of gastrointestinal issue, so they can have some gastro issues like that. Would you have rather 20 million YouTube subscribers or produce a blockbuster action movie? Well, the problem is that as the algorithm demonstrates nowadays, for better and for worse, the subscribers don't really mean much anymore. What matters is if your current viewers have been engaged in your last 3 videos. If they have, you're probably going to be okay. And even then, there's no guarantee. I mean, I saw a recent video about a jungle video that got 1.2 million randomly, and I'm like, really? Why? 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 And I'm gonna go with a blockbuster action movie. I think, it's nice that's 50-50. Anyway, enough of me moaning and complaining. Let's open some letters. Something positive. Now, I'm going to try and go through these relatively quickly because there's a couple of them and I don't want to bore you guys. So I'll just jump through them. So this first one is from, I know who this is from because she calls me Strosh. This is from my friend Lolly. Hello, Lolly. I don't know if you're there. Might also know her as Medicine Monday. Let's see. Oh, hey, Nick. You're most welcome, Nick BTV. It was a pleasure to be on your podcast. I love doing interviews. Super nice. Okay, so what do we got here? For your eyes only. Yep, no worries. Thanks for letting me know, Lolly. Okay. Next one is from Ellie. Oh, Ellie. I think I remember Ellie. Oh, no worries, Christy. Well, she'll see this later. Tell her I didn't open her letter, if you see her. So this one is from... Yes, Ellie Copeland. Ellie. Dear Josh, good afternoon. It's Ellie again. Can't complain too much. Actually, I have a confession to make. You see, its second semester is going fine. I'm glad to hear that. My roommate actually moved out of DCAD due to having complications with the school system and being accused of bad behavior that never actually did. Actually, never shoved me. Okay, all right, yep. I'm sorry to summarize, Ellie. It's just I don't want to give out some of this personal information. It's kind of it's your life and your friends, so I'd feel bad about that. Okay, have you ever had a college roommate? Also, what advice can you give someone trying to befriend as many people as you can, just to be all-around nice bloke despite being introverted? Thanks for answering. Okay, well, yeah, I haven't had college roommates. Universities kind of work a little bit different here in Australia. We kind of just come and go from universities based on when our courses are, and we go home. But I've certainly had roommates pretty much since I was 18. I've stayed with strangers and stuff while I was pizza delivering. I never wanted to be a burden on my family, so I always kind of went out and stayed with strangers, roommating with them and stuff, and just paid my rent and stuff. And so, yeah, and I didn't much care for it, particularly if we're introverted, because it's hard to get that personal space. and it's hard to know when you're at that limit, when you need your personal space, and it can be really tough to work with. I'm so blessed right now to have my own place to rent, and to have my own space, but I've lived with people all my life, and you can do it, it's fine, anyone can do it. It's just a matter of learning, and sometimes it's nicer to live with someone because you get your own space and that sort of thing. I mean, you get to be around other people who you might like the company of. You are never alone, and being alone sucks sometimes. So, yeah. As for being making friends despite being introverted, know when you need to take a break. Know when your bucket's full, your social bucket's full, and just try to organize times. Make the extra effort to really step out and do those social occasions, go to those parties, or go to the city or whatever, because you will feel better for it later, for that experience, even though it's outside your comfort zone. And anyway, let's just quickly answer some questions. So, there'll be a Transformers movie not directed by Michael Bay. Well, wouldn't that be a nice change, Convoy? Let's see. The Wind Kingdom. How are you doing, Strider? Says Benjamin. I'm doing okay, thanks, Benjamin. A little bit tired, but I'm very grateful for everything I have, and just trying to breathe and enjoy the community a bit, and tell you guys what's going on. I will answer another letter very quickly. Let me know if you guys want me to change it up and look at Would You Rather for a bit, but I'd love to get through some of these letters, and I've been looking forward to opening them, to be honest. A lot of them, like, because I'll get my snail mail, like, oh boy, a letter, and then I'll be like, I've got to wait till I do a live stream. So this one is in black. It's interesting. I've never got one like this. Ooh, hey, I remember this. Oh, isn't this lovely? I wonder if you guys can see that. Yeah. It's me with a birthday cake, which I probably should have opened months ago. I apologize for that. But this is lovely, isn't it? I don't eat much ice cream, but I really appreciate that. Now, who is this from? Let's see. Oh, goodness, it's a long one. Howdy, Josh, and happy belated birthday. Well, thank you. My name is Maricruz. I know, Mia. Hello, Mia. Oh, it's nice to finally hear from you. I haven't heard from you in ages. I hope you're doing okay. Happy birthday, Mia. My favorite animated series is Casper, Scare School, Fruits Basket, Ranma. My favorite movies are Rolf, Once Upon a Time. My favorite shows are Riverdale. My favorite books are Health Riff. My favorite music, songs, retro. Favorite games, Pokemon. What are your favorites? What food do you like? Do you like animals? What do you think of coloring books for adults? I think coloring books for adults are a great idea. What do I like animals? Yeah, I like animals. I like cats. I like monkeys. I like ducks. I really like ducks, as you've probably guessed from my videos. I drew this picture for your birthday. Please tell me if it got to you okay. It certainly did, Maricruz. It's lovely. Thank you very much, Maricruz. You also gave your 3DS code. I'm not on my 3DS too often, but yeah, I'll add you if I do go on there. Alrighty, I'll just do a quick either.io and then I'll answer a few questions. Would you rather listen to music again or play video games again? I don't know. Or would you rather never? Would you rather never listen to music again or play video games again? I'm gonna say that's a tough one. I'm gonna say never play video games again because I really appreciate being able to listen to music. Both would kind of suck. Would you rather always have a sore throat or live with no fingers on your preferred hand? I'm gonna go with no fingers on my preferred hand because at least if you were in constant pain with a sore throat, that would suck. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Christy. I'd definitely go with music. Music is such a big part of who we are. It's just something that's almost on it. We've always had it in even tribal times, I love finding the circle of life. Dipper, you always ask me what I think of Thomas the Tank Engine. Either it's the same person, or it's I'm just being asked by multiple different people. But I don't watch much Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm 29 years old, and it tends to fit into the kids show category for me. I really respect what it is, though, and as I said, it certainly belongs among the best kids shows. But I haven't watched it for so many years. I watched it a little bit for the best kids shows, but I don't know. I don't think it really warrants a list. I don't think that many people would be interested in a Thomas the Tank Engine list. So it's probably not something I'll get to, and I apologize if you are a big fan of Thomas the Tank Engine. What are my favorite animes? Oh, hey, Megabird. I see you around a lot. Oh, that's always such a tough one. Princess Mononoke I thought was good, but I thought the ending was really rushed. Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away, and I know I'm kind of copping out by just mentioning Miyazaki movies, but that's just the first thing that comes off the top of my head. Cowboy Bebop obviously was a really good one. Because the thing is, that as I mentioned, I grew up with anime. I'll give you a list sometime of my favorites because yeah, there are so many I'd recommend. Romulus, where should you hide the body? Well, I go to the authorities and talk to them about it. You know, turn yourself in. You'll feel better. And hopefully don't do it again. Dark of the Moon or Curse of Chucky? I'm sorry, Big Bang Theory, bro. I haven't seen. I've only seen Dark of the Moon, and I wish I hadn't. Alrighty. Let's quickly open another letter. Actually, we're getting through. Mr. J. Strider. There's no name, but they thank you for sending it by airmail. Appreciate that. If you like, send it by sea, as I hate how much it costs you guys to get this sent. So feel free to send it by sea. So this says, "Howdy to PhantomStrider from Waterproof Cat. Hello, Waterproof Cat. Dear Strider, thank you for the shorter letter. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I can't always get to the full, longer letters on live stream, but I'm trying to keep an eye on time and that sort of thing and make it interesting to everyone watching. So please excuse me if I do skip a bit. I've always been inspired by you and enjoyed every one of your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Waterproof Cat. I admire how you're so caring, thoughtful, and always have something inspirational to say to you, and always leave me with a smile. I hope it didn't seem too whimsical, that last line I put when I was working with Doug in Creepiest Animated Movies, but it's something that's a quote that's been going through my head for the past several months, and I just I had to say it at the end because I thought it was quite relevant. And when I asked someone who I cared about whether I should take out the line or take out that bit or not, they said, "You need to be you, Josh." And I thought, yeah, well, thank you, Christy. And I know I can probably come across as cloying to many people, and it's probably part of why I lose a lot of my audience. Well, I still have a big audience, and I greatly appreciate it, but it maybe is why I've become more niche over the years, is because of that. But you've just got to be you on here, and as we've seen, as with happened with some YouTubers in the past, when they've been fake, they've burned out and hated what they've done, and they've lashed out at people, and it's just been terrible. So you've just got to be you on here, otherwise it's not a joy. It's not a joy. Mizuki, I have autism and you're one of my idols because autism is interesting and I get bullied for having it sometimes, but you the top 6 best Canadian cartoons, and do you like gorillas? Mizuki, I would love to do the best Canadian cartoons because I bag them out so much, and I am Canadian, and I love the country, and I love the culture. They just really don't make a lot of good Canadian cartoons that I've seen. And yes, I do have a Switch Nick BTV. I've got Mario Odyssey, and I've really enjoyed that so far. Anyway, I'll finish this letter. Apologies, Waterproof Cat. My favorite videos are definitely your mailbox videos. Aw, thank you. See, I thought, I wonder if anyone likes those, because not that many people tune in, but, you know, the fact that people do tune in is wonderful, and it's not the size of your audience that matters. What matters is the individuals you connect with, and that's what really makes me tick. Anyway, thank you. Lovely to hear what you and other people have to say. I'm currently writing my own book, more like an autobiography. I'm on the autistic spectrum myself. I love that I managed to get through to so many people who also are on the autism spectrum. Ah, love that about my job. That is so freaking cool. I'm so goddamn lucky. Thank you. And it's people like you who really gave me confidence to speak out. Yes, way to go. Way to go. Who have really given me confidence to speak out. Use my own voice and share my experience. I hope you get my letter and I hope the very best for you. Yours truly, Waterproof Cat. Well, Rhiannon. That is lovely, Rhiannon. Thank you so much. And you continue to be confident and keep trying because I promise you it's worth it. That was just absolutely lovely. Thank you. Anyway, I will answer some would you rathers just to do something in between. Would you rather have 2 mums or 2 dads? I don't know. Both sound fine to me. 2 mums would be interesting. I think 2 dads. Yeah, I'd say 2 dads. What I prefer. Would you rather hoard or compulsively clean? I already compulsively clean, so that's an easy one. Hoarding, and if you know a hoarder, you're just like, no, I never want to do that. And everyone around the family of a hoarder tends to compulsively clean because we're just like, oh my god, it's destroyed their life. How can they let it? And it's just, I have someone very, very close to me who's a hoarder, so it's just, when you see it often, it's just like, no. And you feel bad for the loved one as well who's going through it. And you understand that it's something that they have, unfortunately, not as much control as you'd like over it. Really, Chrissy, you're disorganized. I always kind of picture you a clean freak, where we're both mediators like Mr. Rogers on the personality thing, INFP, whatever it is. So I didn't figure that. What is your... I'm sorry, Dragonborn. I never saw the My Little Pony movie, and I really should have gone to see it when I was in cinemas. But I don't know. I had no one to go with. If I'd had a friend to go with at the time, I would have said, "Yeah, let's go see My Little Pony," and a friend, for that matter, who was willing to go and see a My Little Pony movie with me. Because if I went in myself, I felt like. I don't know. I don't mind with Disney movies, but with something like My Little Pony, I'm just like, it doesn't look good. A guy, 30-year-old sitting alone watching My Little Pony, 29, whatever. So yeah, I skipped that one, but I would like to see it still. Now I've got a big package here, and I have been dying to open this to see whatever it is for the past month. Hopefully, it's not a bomb. Though I imagine it probably wouldn't get by customs. We have really mean customs in Australia, you know. We're meant to be welcoming and friendly, but the Korean customs and Canadian customs are so much nicer than ours. And given how heavy and difficult it is to get into customs, because at one point I tried in my justice course, you'd think we'd have better customs. Not a job I'd want to do anyway, it'd probably make you bitter. I can't open it! I got to open this. Where's the knife? What's the knife? Don't have a knife. Oh, I do have keys. Keys. I will open it. Don't worry. Cursors. Who made this tape? This is like the tape of evil. The tape that will not be broken. I opened it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, no, we still haven't got it open. And it's a really beautiful package, too. I am so sorry to the person who got me this lovely package, but this is the box of evil. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Oh, this is so cool. Wow, that is fantastic. It was worth it to open it because I got this lovely, lovely card. That was so worth it. And yes, I realize I have absolutely no upper body muscle, as I just demonstrated to you guys. So what this is, it's all my favorite characters. Holy crap, you guys! Oh my god, it's Steven Universe. It's Zim. It's Korra. I love Korra. I love Starvis Force of Evil, and I love Ice King. That is just beautiful. Oh my god, I think I've got to hang this up. This is just beautiful. Happy birthday, Josh. May your day be peaceful, cheery, and may it bring you some nice surprises and fun moments. Oh my god, I know who this is from. You've had so many challenges to work with, regardless, and of how difficult or plenty there may be. You always carry such an admirable perspective, and are always there to help support others. Even if it may seem your efforts aren't always appreciated by everyone, you still always pour your heart and soul into whatever you do. Aim to make some positive out of any bad scenario. You've helped so many people and add so much to this world. Thank you for being the best friend I could ask for, and you're doing so well just the way you are. Mercedes, that's from a very close friend of mine. I'm hanging this up on my wall. Beautiful. Thank you, Mercedes. And this is taped. I don't know what it is, but let's take a looky, shall we? It could just be paper. I don't know. Maybe it's probably just packing paper, but I think it's just packing paper. It's weird because I guess it's to keep it. No, there's something in here. That's strange. Hope the sun catcher can bring you the same enjoyment I had making it. A sun catcher. She made this. Oh my god, this is the most beautiful human being. This is why Mercedes is so freaking awesome and such an inspiration to me. And I always think of this person when I'm thinking of who I make this my list for. All the same, if a sun catcher in of itself is too hippy dippy, I'll completely understand. A sun catcher is not too hippy dippy. I don't know what a sun catcher is, Mercedes, but if you made it, I'm gonna freaking love it. Let's take a look-see. Thank you, Christy, for doing that. Appreciate it. What you just did. Yes, that was so glad. I'm so glad I made you a modder. Oh my god, that's so cool. A sun catcher. Oh my god. I don't know if any of you have ever seen one of these. I've seen them in, as you would say, hippy dippy shops. But I don't know, wear these around your neck or hang them on your wall or what you do. It came with a plastic thing, which I just promptly lost. Wait, no, here it is. Here it is. And so I guess you put these up on your wall and they catch sun. I thought they were dream catchers. They catch bad dreams. I never remember any of my dreams nowadays anyway. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that's so beautiful. She made this. She's also a crafter. Anyway, I have gushed far too long, but that is just gorgeous. Thank you so much, Mercedes. I'll chat to you later. Anyway, I will jump on to a few questions. Would you live without your cell phone or your iPod? I don't touch an iPod anyway, and 77% of people don't anyway. They're frustrating to use, and every computer I've ever repaired when I ran my computer repair business, I had to uninstall iTunes because it was such a pain in the butt. And it caused so many problems. Anyway, questions. Hey, did you about Star Wars Battlefront 2's loot box controversy? Hey, Nick. Sorry, I didn't hear about that. I don't know what happened with the loot box. Cartoons are better than that. Both cartoons and anime are amazing, I think, Lewis. Let's see. Do you watch Dragon Ball Super? I don't. I kind of ended it for me with GT, which I'm very controversial on. Like, not many people would, not many people would agree. A lot of people like Super, I don't. And I actually like GT, so I'm weird like that. That will definitely go in anime I like that everyone hates, possibly at number 1, because it's actually what started my channel. Brody says, G'day Phantom, I just want to say congratulations on 90,000 subs on LiveStrider and over 350,000 on your main channel. Keep up the fantastic work. I love all your content on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Brody. Appreciate it. Yep, cool. Here comes you to inappropriate jokes with a reaction. Yes, subscribe to her. She is awesome. Awesome zombie. Have you seen Ghost Adventure? I haven't, unless you mean the anime, which got the fake dub. That was really cool. What Thoughts on Sonic Mania adventures in the future? Reminds me a lot of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog so far. Are we getting a Sonic Mania cartoon that's kind of like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know. I think that'd be cool if they make it as cheesily bad as Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was. I would really buy that. Christian Gordy, you are the first person I've heard say GT is fine. I barely know any. Actually, no, a couple of my friends think GT is fine, but most people think it's garbage. Ben Curtis says, use this cash to buy Chicken Invaders 5 and watch my marathon of the series. Think you'd like to star on my top 10 favorite games list in the future? Send me an email about that if you like, Ben, and I'd be happy to do a cameo. You know, I'm always happy to do cameos and stuff, so as long as it's within the channel is within the spirit of my character. So, yeah, thanks very much for asking. I'll just make a quick link of that. Just one sec. Now, if I click this, yeah, okay, that's cool. Right, and next I will answer a would you rather question. Oh yeah, you do a lot of Chicken Invaders. Thank you for that. Would you rather have the paparazzi follow you around or reveal a different secret about yourself in a weekly newspaper column? I think either of those sound fine. That's not really as nightmare and morbid as is. I love being recognized. I think it's the most flattering, beautiful thing. I'm not recognized that much in Australia because the majority of my audience is in America, but I still get occasionally recognized, and it freaking makes my day. I'm very socially awkward, but it's just like the best feeling. No way. I'd much rather. I think I'd be happy to do either, because if you revealed something about yourself each column, at least you're showing your humanity to people. Would you rather get married to someone you don't love? You probably grow to love each other, and it could be more of a platonic love that grows, like in somewhere like India. Get married for the love of your life, but you can never do the fun with them. I'm gonna potentially get flagged by saying this or even discussing this, but I think doing the dirty is an important part of making love. So I think it's an important part of the balance. It's not everything, but I think it's an important part of us. It's acknowledging that we're not just a brain, we're a brain with a body. And it's okay to be both. And some people can just be a body, some people can just be a brain. But sex shows us that we're a brain with a body. So I think it's really important to a relationship. So I think I would rather get married. Oh, that's a really tough one. Either of these are fine, but like, I'll just go with that one. And that was probably the more noble answer, to say you'll never have sex. I think that was good. If you could only do one, would you rather sit or stand? I cannot stand sitting all the time. I love standing. When I went on the Korean Airlines and had to stand, sit for 20 hours, I just went up and stood at the toilet. So I was just like, I can't stand sitting down for too long. So yeah, I'm weird like that. Anyway, let's jump on to some questions. Oh my Strider, never thought I'd hear you talk about that live. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm kind of open about topics of sex and stuff. I'm like a sex ed teacher or something. I like to think, I don't know. But like, I'm not going to be crude or nasty about it, but I'm just going to be honest, because I think there's very few worse things than sexual repression. I just think it's such a horrible thing to do to a child. There are many worse things, but it's a horrible thing to do to a child. To tell, and that's what I hate about so many religions, is like, you're a sinner for having these dirty thoughts and all this dirty stuff. Sex is seen as a fall from grace. A lot of it is because of religious background, and it shouldn't. It is a freaking beautiful thing. You should be cautious because it can result in a hell of a lot of responsibility, and you should love the person, but it shouldn't be seen as a thing that is a fall from grace that is dirty. Be cautious, be yourself, and it's you being you. It's you expressing yourself. And I didn't think I'd go on about this for a long time, but I am passionate about this stuff, damn it. Anyway, yeah, that was probably one of the more interesting parts of the live stream, is me getting passionate about sex. But anyway, I will answer some of this. Spongeful, I have seen Watership Down, and it did originally, was going to get an honorable mention, but I felt silly putting it in the honorable mentions because I'd talked about it and called it an episode in the last one, and so I thought, yeah, So I skipped it because I kind of acknowledged it in a previous honorable mention. Family Guy more dead, said Legend 57. Apparently one of the new Family Guy episodes was okay. The Brian and Stewie one that recently came out was average, but yes, I have seen Johnny English, Kathleen Campbell. I really like Rowan Atkinson. I feel he hasn't done his best performance since Blackadder. Blackadder is probably the best sitcom I have ever seen, and it remains. There is just nothing like Blackadder. 2, 3, and 4, particularly 3 and 4, were really smart. Like Red Dwarf, it kind of comes close at times with some of its smart stuff, but they never quite hit just how clever that show was. Johnny English, it was good. You know, it was like Shanghai Nights is a guilty pleasure to me. It's not that smart. But you know, I'm just always happy to see Rowan Atkinson getting more work that isn't Mr. Bean. I can see him hating doing Mr. Bean because you can obviously guess he's as Aspergus as they get, Rowan Atkinson, and it's just not a role that he liked. He so much preferred doing Blackadder. And you can see when he's on camera, he's so socially awkward. I took a lot of inspiration from Rowan Atkinson. So, what show scared me as a kid, Fanta? Oh, hello, Fanta. I always like to say howdy to you because you always pop up in the new videos, and I appreciate that. What show scared me as a kid? There was a show about this little clay dog that met this dragon behind the fence called the Gruff. The Gruff was very bad and went blah. And when I was 4, that really scared me. The Gruff. And the dragon in the hallway. Because I used to always imagine this really badly animated dragon in my hallway. I don't know where it was from. It was from some stupid 3rd grade kid show. But anyway. What do you want to collaborate with other cartoon YouTubers, Primus? I really enjoy collaborations. The thing is it kind of forces me to put out a bit more of what I like to call my A game. I don't know if it's that great to other people, but yeah, I like to do collaborations because it gets me excited to get the interactions just right, to get it feeling organic, and I really like to, both because I'm doing something for someone else, and it's always interesting to see the contrast between other channels when you see a collaboration. There's a contrast that happened between George and me. There's a contrast that happened between Robin and me. And geez, we've done 4 videos together at this point. We've done 2 on her channel and 2 on my channel. And there's always an interesting contrast there. We really connect well as collaborators. And yeah, even with Dennis, I feel a good chemistry with Dennis as well, and even though I don't do much creepypasta stuff, I love to see that contrast between characters. There's things I respect about pretty much everyone I've collaborated with, and I tend to go with, when I do collaborations, not with YouTube numbers or view numbers, but are these people I respect in what they do, and pretty much always. I don't think, Anime God, that, I don't know, Taxi Boy doesn't seem to like me much. I said I wished him well in Blue's Clues, and he didn't even answer or like it, and I'm just guessing. I don't know, I don't think much of the cartoon community likes me. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why. I don't think, I've never said a bad word about any of them to my recollection. Enter likes me, but he's kind of outside the circle, and I think there's a little bit of a kind of social circle that I don't fit into. Saberspark seemed like a lovely guy. I haven't chatted with him personally, but just from the small interactions we've had, he seemed lovely, so if he had anything like the podcast, but I don't think I will ever get on Pizza Party Podcast because, you know, I don't think he likes me, and that's fair enough, whatever his reason. Yeah, anyway, why wouldn't, I doubt it. I doubt a Kentucky Walled Chicken. I don't know, I just like to be me. Thank you, though. Yes, Robocat, I love Astro Boy. In fact, I talked about Astro Boy, my cartoon gaming heroes, on this very channel. I really liked making that video. I talk about all my heroes in cartoons and gaming, and I was really passionate, and it's only off the cuff like this, but I really love doing that. Let's see. Wait. Dipper, you're saying Gravity Falls is returning to Disney Channel in reruns. Oh, I thought you were going to say they're returning it, with a sequel. But reruns on Gravity Falls is always good. Alex, I had mixed thoughts on the original Dragon Ball. I actually thought it dragged on more than Dragon Ball Z did. It was more of an adventure, though. I loved him taking on the Red Rocket League or whatever they were called. Oh god, I just got that name completely wrong, didn't I? It sounded like something else. The Rocket League, the ones I loved they would take on armies, and it really felt like Goku was really powerful in Dragon Ball. So, and he got into very odd scenarios. Krillin fights a guy who smells bad, so he has to figure out a way to stop himself from smelling the enemy, and then he just realizes he doesn't have a nose anyway, and apparently that fixes it. Nick, you ask what's my thoughts on moral panics. It's a little bit vague. Oh, Red Ribbon Army. Yes, thank you for letting me know. Apologies. That was what I said was wrong. Red Ribbon Army. Yes, that's a much better name. Yes. Yeah. Have you seen The Little Prince? If you haven't, please watch it. It's really good. The best person in the world. Well, the best person in the world said it, so I guess I should watch Little Prince. Do you like object shows like Battle for Dream Island? I haven't heard of that. Sorry, Epic Skills. Yes, Alex, I'm aware it's Red Ribbon Army. Sorry. What is my favorite cartoon? Oh, see you later, Dipper. What is my favorite cartoon? Well, one of them's obviously Steven Universe, and as I showed from this card, a lot of these are Star vs. Forces of Evil, Legend of Korra, Steven of Universe. Zim, I've mellowed on a little bit over the years. Adventure Time, I'm really fond of. I just watched through Elements. And you guys can't even see that there. Sorry, I just saw myself in that. You can't see that. But yeah, I love Adventure Time too. I love the Elements episode I just watched. I'm really sad that series is ending now that I'm catching up on it. And they've really improved Finn's character. So yeah, I've a lot of good thoughts on that one. Anyway, would you rather fight Cybermen or fight Daleks? I know what the Dalek is. They're those scary, weird things that are really cheesy and that haven't changed for 60 years in Doctor Who. I'm going to go with Daleks, Though people are really scared by Daleks, which is interesting because they look so silly. So, and I haven't seen all of Doctor Who, so maybe I'd rather be run over any day than run someone over. The question is, would you rather run someone over or be run over? Of course you'd rather be run over. You'd never forgive yourself if you... Oh, you people suck. I'm sorry, I would never normally say that, but that statistic sucks. Oh, you don't suck, but those statistics are... No, that's awful. Oh, I'm going to take a break from that. Okay, are you excited for My Hero Academia Season 3? I have been watching a bit more of Netflix lately and catching up on more of the series, but I haven't quite got up to Season 2 yet, so yeah, I don't know yet if I'm excited for it, but I've really enjoyed Season 1. Best Nutshak character from Nick B TV. Yes, Christy, that is bad. That was really bad. That was an awful thing to see. And you wouldn't even necessarily die from it, or I'd much rather be run over. Best Nutshak character, I would say that lady that's in it. I wish I remember her name, but she was actually a likable character and a likable voice actor, and she made the series of Nutshak more redeemable just by her presence, but always had to deal with that stupid monkey. What are your thoughts on BoJack Horseman? I freaking love it, Will. It's made to my best cartoons lists of best current cartoons and that sort of thing, and best Netflix cartoon. It's actually the CEO, I think I mentioned it, the CEO's favorite. Kirby Over Yonder, yes, I probably will do a real thoughts on the Adventure Time finale. There's a new Steven Universe set of series that also came out. A set of episodes I'd like to continue. Of course, one thing that will probably be as common as death and taxes for me is me doing I'll be dead and I'll still be doing freaking Steven Universe vlogs. I will always do vlogs for Steven Universe. And what are you asking, Connor? Oh, hello, Connor. I'm rather excited that the season 3 finale of Star vs. the Force of Evil is on the way. Oh, I feel like such a jerk because I got to around halfway through the second series and something else distracted me and I haven't actually caught up with it. But I was really enjoying where the new series was going, so definitely a big fan of that. I wanted to ask you guys something. Oh, that's right. Yes. Could I get your opinion on something? So I wanna, even though I can't release my Blue's Clues audition, I made my own, and I called it Booze Clues. And it's probably the stupidest thing you have ever seen. It's probably even stupider than my first appearance of Dark Strider. But I kind of want to release it. I've got the footage together and feel like editing it together. Would that be something you guys would like to see on LiveStrider? I don't know. Because, yeah, I'm like, should I bother doing this? If you would like to see something weird like that, let me know. What are your thoughts on, are you going to do another collab with Anime America? Well, I might see Robin in a week or so, and I'll ask it. Oh, thank you for the nice responses. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll edit it together and do it then. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. This is what I love about doing a community live stream, is you get instant feedback, and you actually feel like you're here with the person. And there's a disconnect on YouTube when you're on YouTube, because you feel like you're behind a massive wall. So yes, okay, I'll definitely do that. Thank you, and also thank you for all the support on when I released that little tweet. It was only a small thing, but the fact that 1,000 people said, were giving me well wishes on that Blue's Clues thing, I probably won't get it, but it's inspired me to start auditioning for other things. So there's always a positive to so many situations, isn't there? Strider, do you think on doing best SpongeBob SquarePants episodes? Yeah, Mason, I keep on wanting to, but I keep on thinking, is this list too common? I don't know, because I imagine Alpha, Enter, Taxi Boy, Rebel Taxi, you call him Rebel Taxi, proper name. I imagine even Saber Spark's done it by this point. I imagine kind of all the cartoon critics have kind of done it by this point, and I've no doubt Cell Specs has done it. So, and good for them. I just don't want to feel like I kind of want to release something kind of new and different. But I guess, giving your opinion, it's not like I haven't done stuff that other people have done before. I mean, people thought I was copying Enter for years, even before I knew Enter existed. So, I guess you just do what you can. And Miles, don't let that get back to Rebel Taxi. He'll probably hate me even more for whatever reason he hates me for. But it's not meant derogatory. It's just the first thing that jumps to mind. Joe, yeah, I do like I like Pie Guy's reviews. I've been meh on some of the ways he's treated viewers in the past, but I'm not going to go into melodrama. I really like his reviews, though. I think he puts so much detail into what he into his reviews. He makes them a long discussion. He doesn't really try to go for views as much as it's a bit like Linkara. He knows he has a fan base, and he caters to that and actually does go into long detail. A bit like Enter does. Enter isn't really worried about view time and that sort of thing. He just says his thoughts in all its detail and really tries to go into detail and speak his mind. And you got to appreciate that, And I am really worried because the video has stopped, and I don't know if hopefully it's still going. Oh no, mine's buffering too. What the hell's going on? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh wait, no, now I'm talking again. Excellent. It's buffering again. Sorry, don't know what's going on. Buffer. I wonder if this will come up. Hold on a sec. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully the buffer is just gonna figure itself out. It's showing me that, oh my god, I'm offline. Ah! Oh wait, the stream is resumed. Oh, I'm still live apparently. Oh, okay. Now the video output is low. You know what? I'm gonna try and keep talking anyway. And if anyone can hear me, that's cool. You know. So let's just keep going and see what happens. For those of you who have survived whatever the hell that was, and LiveStrider taking over, and then my stream going to a fiery dog, that's occasionally happen. That occasionally happens. I don't know why. Anyway, so yes, what was I even talking about? I can't even remember. But you know what? Let's push on. I think I have one more letter here. Yes, I do. Let's answer the final letter. Thank you for taking the time to stay with me for the 77 people left. I'm going to answer this letter no matter what happens. So, this final letter says, Josh, I know I already wished you a happy Valentine's Day in your video, but birthday carved. What? This chocolate chip heart candy on a stick cookie popped in my mind and I had to draw it. Well, it's a very nice cookie. So I once again so happy. So I once again say happy Valentine's Day with love and cafe... Oh, care. Sorry, not cafe care. Emily. Oh, thank you very much, Emily. That is beautiful. Oh. And she sent a little rose, too. I don't know if anyone's seeing this because the live has probably died again, but I just wanted to share this because this was my last letter. A rose to you. That men deserve a little appreciation as women do with any occasion. That's very profound, my friend. That's very profound. Happy belated 29th birthday, Josh. With love and care, Emily. P.S. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, that is a lovely thing to finish on. I've got my little dream catcher, and I've got a lovely rose. What a beautiful set of letters. Thank you for that. And thank you for the 91 people who have stayed. Before I go, I'm going to do one more Would You Rather, and I'll answer some questions if you'd like. Here's the mail, it never fails. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wail, cause it'll probably send me to jail. Mail! Or however Steve does it. He would have done it with more enthusiasm. Let's see. Would you like to fight a bear with a sword, or would you like to fight a wolf with your bare hands? Well, it depends if the wolf is ferocious or not. A large bear... Bears are really tough opponents because you can't really outrun them because bears have one of the strongest sense of smells in the world. It's like 5 times, 30 times stronger than a dog. They can smell 30 kilometers away. It's just freaking incredible. Yes, Rainy Days, I do like Alpha J's show. He does a lot of really good collabs as well. With some personalities I haven't heard of, and they always come together really well. He did one with Gem recently, and that was really fun. Yeah, that was good. Anyway, I think maybe if I had a good sword, I was a trained swordsman. Yeah, okay, that's a fair claim. Most people would rather use a sword. Would you rather look as fat as Peter Griffin, but actually be very healthy, or look toned, but actually be very unhealthy? I think I'd rather be healthy but look fat, because physically you feel better if you are healthier, and if you're fitter. Like, as I said, you're a mind with a body, and that's something I try and push in my little anxiety tips videos. If there's something you love, You're the one who loves the most. Describe things in burning passion. I love it. Oh, thank you. Oh. Can you do a best animated YouTube? That's it. Wait. Ah. Okay, I'm just gonna give up before this thing breaks again, and it's frankly embarrassing that the video would do this. Thank you so much for staying the full hour for those who haven't checked out the video and kept up. It's been great to talk with you guys, even though YouTube has been an ass, and I apologize for that. So, you guys have a great day, and thank you so much, and I'll be hopefully back soon with a few new videos. I'll probably be bored within a few days, and have to get back to videos. But I'm gonna try and take a week off. So thank you all for all your support, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Now I'll try and hit the stream, but it will probably go offline before that.